The Boston Strong Boy, John L. Sullivan, was the bare knuckle boxing heavyweight champ until the sport was outlawed. He fought, fights. He was a champ for about 10 years. He had a lot of fights. This is back in the day, and the sport was legal. Now, one of the last fight actually that was legal, and one that everyone really remembers and talks about, is the fight that Sullivan had with Jake Kilrain. The heavyweight title was on the line. This fight turned out to be an incredible 75-round fight that started at 10:30 a.m. in temperatures of 100 plus degrees in the blazing sun. The fight lasted 2 hours and 16 minutes. The bout took place under the London prize ring rules. Now, this is something that maybe you don't know or didn't know. I know I learned a little bit about this over the last week, and that is the rules that they went under. Grappling was allowed. And when I say grappling, I mean tosses. You could throw your opponent to the ground, and that was the difference. So the rounds have no time limits. So the round only ends when an opponent is thrown to the ground or when he's knocked to the ground. So in the case of John L. Sullivan going against Jake Kilrain, the first round was 15 seconds. The fourth round was 15 minutes. This was a slugfest. And there was a lot of money on the line here, especially looking at the times back then. A lot of people showed up. This was just a huge event back then. And the amazing thing about it is, in that heat under the sun, they went 75 rounds. And after the 75th round, Kilrain's corner, after being warned by the doctor that he could lose his life, and Kilrain's coach had seen that happen before, and as Kilrain went to go out into the ring to meet Sullivan, he was staggering. His corner stopped the fight. The fight ended after the 75th, and it made history. So now the sport is coming back. The sport is back. And in 2010, Bobby Gunn fought Richie Stewart for the bare knuckle boxing heavyweight title. Bobby Gunn has a deadly left hook to go with a right hand that either one of those can put you to sleep with one shot. It's impressive. Bobby Gunn has a boxing background, was a cruiserweight, IBF champion as a matter of fact. So as the fight started, it's a feeling out process. Now, mind you, this is a precision sport. Bare knuckle boxing is a precision sport. And the reason I say that is because when you don't have gloves on to protect your hands, you just can't throw all you've got into punches and hit someone on the head and break your hand. So it's a precision sport. When you go to the head, it's to land a clean shot. And so there's a lot of body work in bare knuckle boxing, which is a big thing. I love that. I love the body shots. The liver is always there to take. A lot of people get head hunting, and when you go to the body, you break it down, the hands drop, and it opens up a clean shot to the head. This is exactly what Bobby Gunn did. And in the third round, he landed actually a couple lefts to the body, but he landed a double left hook to the body and up to the head, dropped Stewart. Stewart went down. It was kind of a Trevor Berbick-Tyson fight. Stewart went down. He got up. He went back down again. He got back up. really tough guy, really a tough guy. And he made it, came back out. Bobby landed a right hand to put him to sleep. He stuck that left out, a little gauging, a little range finding. Boom, dropped the right hand. That was the end of the fight. The champ, Bobby Gunn, takes the title. Bare knuckle boxing's heavyweight champ. And this sport is coming back. Now, fans of combat, boxing, MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai, you're going to love this sport. If you haven't been able to see it, that's because it's been illegal. It's been banned. And so it's been underground, and we haven't been able to see it. There's some incredible fighters, incredible athletes, and extremely tough men in this sport. So you've got to look and thank the UFC. Because the UFC, whether you like them or not, they have paved the way for what some people call extreme combat sports. I really don't think so. Coming from boxing, I see these sports safer, than boxing. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But MMA is safer. We have yet to see any long-term results on a lot of guys. Some guys are suffering. But this is combat. This is a sport where you get hit and people do get hurt. And unfortunately, that happens. In MMA, you've got knees, elbows, kicks to the head, ground and pound. So there's some vicious blows. Now, in bare knuckle boxing, or otherwise known as the gentleman's sport, again, I say, it is a precision sport. You cannot just throw to the head. You will break your hand. And not only will you be fighting with one hand, you'll be out for a long time. So you've got fighters with really good technique, work the body, get the hands to drop, and that's how they do it, and it's really impressive. So with the UFC becoming so popular, MMA has become so popular. It's mainstream. It's network TV now. In my opinion, it's the fastest growing sport that I've seen. And now bare knuckle boxing is here. And there is an organization called the BKF, which is bare knuckle fighting. And they are bringing bare knuckle boxing to the States. They're looking to get an event going here soon where, in the main event, the champ, Bobby Gunn, will defend his belt. And this is something that, as a fan of combat, I am extremely excited for this. And, listen, this sport right here is something I think everyone would really love. And it takes the support of us, the fans, to make this happen. New York didn't have MMA, and it took a long time. It took a lot of pressure. Now we do have MMA in New York, and we have promotions like Extreme Cage Fighting. CEO Christian DeFerris really has one hell of a promotion that he is running, and they've got an event in Manhattan, of all places. So it's exciting, the changes that have happened in combat sports in general. You're able to watch Muay Thai now. It's not as hard to find a K1 fight. MMA is all over. So it's a really exciting time. And as a fan, you've got to support the sport. You have to. So get behind BKB. Get behind the BKF, bare knuckle fighting, who's trying to bring this to the States, and they've done it. And now it's just a matter of the event, and we're all waiting for the dates on that. There was a rumor of Mike Tyson possibly wanting to fight Bobby Gunn for the title. I heard that's not going to happen, but I did also hear that was a very serious statement by Tyson, that he was considering it. I don't know that it's totally off, to be honest with you. But I'm excited for this sport. Bobby Gunn is a guy that I know. I've spoken to Bob quite a few times. He is a gentleman. He's a class act. He's a family man. He is dedicated to the sport. He loves his fans. Bare Knuckle Fighting, the promotion, with the Simpsons there, Ed and Ian and everybody, they're doing great things. It's amazing to see these sports coming out, and it's taken so long. You know, after what the UFC has done, and you can go right back to Art Davie and Campbell McLaren back in the early 90s when they came up and helped put this together and make MMA, which was bare knuckle in the beginning, but make MMA the sport that it is. The UFC stepped in, took a failing company and turned it into a $4.4 billion global company. Amazing in such a short amount of time. So it's really exciting. And I'm looking forward to having Bobby on and doing an interview with Bobby. Also, I'm looking forward to having some of the other bare knuckle fighters on as well. And I want to give the sport a place, which is the show, to come on and speak about the show, speak about what's happening. So I'm excited about this, guys. It's going to come on. I think it's going to hit like a storm. I really do. I think this is going to be something that's going to really catch. I've got some good friends that I talk to on Twitter. The Riz, right? He is a bare knuckle fighting man. He supports it. Does a lot of things to try to help. Again, Kate Breton 73. He's always helping all fighting, all combat, and I think if we all get together and start making some noise, support this sport, it's going to happen. So I'm really looking forward to it. Now we have a sponsor to this show, and it's McBride Mats. McBride Mats it's a USA company, made in USA. It's a family-run company. These are quality people making an incredible product and supplying everyone from high school wrestling all the way up to professional sports, gyms all over the states and the world. And it's great to have a sponsor the quality of McBride Mats. So I'd like to say thank you to McBride Mats. If you are interested, you need to take a look at that company. They've got a lot of deals and specials going on. It's extremely impressive, and again, I'm proud to be a part of it. Cliver Supplements is another company out there that's doing great things. We're talking about supplements that you know what's in these supplements. I would never speak for a product I've not tried. I have tried this many times. It works, and I stand behind that as well. And don't forget Headblade. This is my key to a pretty nice, smooth, round head. Or I think so anyways. So, listen guys, a lot of big things coming. I'm excited. I'm going to bring it to you as soon as I know. So, listen, don't forget to download the Fight TV app for your mobile phone, for your tablet, and access the Fight library that is on the Fight TV app. Then you can go to your Roku channel and subscribe to the Fight TV Plus, because they're changing the way we watch MMA. And I am extremely proud to be a part of Fight TV, that the show has been picked up. We are in the process of getting everything together and going. So I'm really excited about the future. So, hey, for Fight TV, for Modern Pugilist Entertainment, I'm Dan Cox. Thank you.